Miami, Florida. 2:17 a.m. A white Lamborghini slowly rolls up to the entrance of a five-star hotel on Collins Avenue. Phones are already in the air. A group of young guys are filming Instagram stories. A woman in a designer dress steps out first. Behind her, a lifestyle influencer with millions of followers. A $100,000 watch, a private security guard, a Louis Vuitton suitcase. 20 minutes later, police will stop that same car 3 blocks away. The Lamborghini turns out to be rented. The watch is fake, and the man behind the wheel is drowning in debt with frozen bank accounts. But the strangest discovery comes later. At that moment, they still didn't understand what they had actually found. Because this wasn't just fake luxury for Instagram. It was an entire industry. An industry built on renting success. Online, people knew him as Lexa. Not his real name, not his real age, not even his real background. But his audience believed everything. He talked about crypto, investing, millionaire mindset. He filmed videos outside luxury villas in Dubai, posted photos inside private jets, uploaded pictures holding stacks of cash with captions like, "While everyone sleeps, I'm building an empire." And somehow, it all looked real, too real. Because months later, journalists discovered something strange. Almost every location, car, and luxury item appearing in his content had also appeared in posts from dozens of other influencers. The same villas, the same supercars, even the same private office overlooking the Burj Khalifa. It was as if the entire internet was filming inside the same movie set. But that wasn't even the weirdest part. Once investigators started digging deeper, they uncovered a network of agencies, middlemen, and shell companies selling something far more valuable than luxury itself. They were selling the illusion of it. For a few $1,000s, almost anyone could rent. A private jet without ever flying, a mansion without staying there, security guards without any danger, and the image of a millionaire without a single $1 million in the bank. But how did someone with a past like his end up at the center of an international operation? And why did this industry suddenly attract the attention of financial regulators in multiple countries? It started long before TikTok. Back in the early 2000s, Instagram was turning into a new kind of television. Except now, instead of film studios, there were smartphones. Instead of actors, influencers. And instead of screenwriters, algorithms. And the algorithms learned something very quickly. Luxury performs better than anything else. Not knowledge, not experience, not real life. Luxury. Private jets, expensive restaurants, penthouse views, exotic cars. People didn't just watch that content, they stayed on it. And the longer they stayed, the more the algorithm pushed it to everyone else. That attention turned into money. At first, many influencers actually were wealthy. Athletes, musicians, entrepreneurs. But eventually the rules changed. To look successful, you no longer had to be successful. You just had to appear successful. And that's where the new industry emerged. In Los Angeles, companies began offering luxury content packages. Essentially, they were photo studios designed for fake wealth. Clients could show up for a few hours. They'd be handed designer watches, keys to a Ferrari, sometimes even a fake assistant in a tailored suit. Photographers would shoot hundreds of photos and videos in a single session. By the end of the day, the client had enough content to pretend to be rich for months. But that wasn't even the strangest part. Some companies went further. In Amsterdam, a business launched a fake private jet studio. Not a real aircraft, just the interior. No engine, no flight. Just seats, windows, champagne glasses, and perfect lighting. People waited in line for hours to take photos mid-flight. Soon, similar studios appeared in London, Dubai, Las Vegas, Moscow. The system was growing too fast because it perfectly matched the new attention economy. The richer you looked, the more followers you gained. The more followers you gained, the more trustworthy you appeared. And the more trustworthy you appeared, the easier it became to sell courses, mentorships, investment groups, and trading signals. That's when the illusion stopped being entertainment. It became a business model. Suddenly, self-proclaimed mentors appeared everywhere. People with zero real experience started teaching financial freedom. They'd rent a Lamborghini for one day, shoot 10 videos in different outfits, and create the illusion of owning an entire fleet of luxury cars. Most audiences never noticed, Because social media never shows the setup, only the final edit. And while followers saw glamorous lifestyles, the reality behind the scenes looked very different. Some influencers split the cost of luxury villas with 5 other creators. Supercars were rotated between shoots like props on a movie set. Designer watches passed from one influencer to another in the same afternoon. Some creators were so broke, they slept in cheap motels immediately after filming content outside Rolls-Royces. But the machine kept growing, because nobody wanted to destroy the illusion. Not the influencers, not the brands, and not even the audience. And that created the perfect conditions for something much darker. At some point, fake luxury stopped being content. It became a weapon, especially during the crypto boom. 2020. Lockdowns, economic uncertainty, millions of people stuck at home, searching for ways to make money online. That's when social media exploded with financial gurus. They promised fast wealth, passive income, financial freedom by 25, and almost all of them used the exact same visual formula. Dubai, Lamborghinis, penthouse apartments, stacks of cash. But that wasn't the strangest part. Many of these successful entrepreneurs were connected to the same agencies behind the scenes. A full ecosystem had formed. Luxury agencies provided the image, marketers handled ads, video editors created viral clips, and eventually, much bigger money entered the system. Crypto schemes, pump and dump tokens, fake investment platforms, shadow trading groups. And this is where things started getting dangerous. Because luxury became proof. If someone looked rich, people assumed they were successful. If they were successful, people assumed they understood money. And if they understood money, people trusted them with theirs. The logic was simple, but incredibly effective, especially on younger audiences. Investigators later uncovered multiple cases where influencers filmed proof of success just hours before launching questionable projects. Some rented office spaces inside skyscrapers. Others used fake banking apps with fabricated balances. Even stacks of cash sometimes came from movie prop companies. But it worked, because the internet responds to visual evidence. And now the operation was becoming global. Dubai evolved into the center of this economy. Luxury was easier to display there. Fewer questions, more opportunities. Villas rented by the day, exotic cars rented by the hour. Content manufactured at industrial scale. Some agencies offered complete influencer packages, supercar, villa, videographer, editing, fake business meetings, even hired models to create the illusion of an elite social circle. And while followers watched the fantasy, money started flowing somewhere else. First came online courses, then private communities, then crypto investment groups. Eventually came direct investments. Small amounts at first, $500, $1,000, $10,000, sometimes much more. The money moved through crypto wallets, across exchanges, into shell companies. Part of it funded ads, part of it maintained the illusion. The rest disappeared. But that wasn't even the most dangerous part, because some of these operations began overlapping with actual money laundering. European investigators started noticing unusual patterns. People with no verifiable income renting luxury cars for months, spending massive amounts on content production, moving suspicious crypto transactions through offshore companies, then suddenly disappearing. At first, authorities assumed it was just influencer fraud. But then the connections started appearing. The same producers, the same ad networks, the same UAE companies, the same financial patterns. Law enforcement slowly began assembling the puzzle. And then they discovered something worse. Some influencers never made real money from courses at all. The actual revenue came from fraudulent crypto platforms, scam tokens, fake trading firms. The luxury lifestyle wasn't the business, it was the bait. And the bigger the industry became, the harder it was to distinguish a normal influencer from someone operating inside a financial scheme, especially when millions of people desperately wanted to believe the fantasy. But eventually, someone made a mistake, a small one, almost invisible, and that single mistake started collapsing the entire system. It started with a photo, just an ordinary Instagram story. At first glance, nothing unusual, an influencer posing next to a McLaren in Dubai. Caption, "New toy, let's keep working." But users noticed something strange. In the reflection behind the car, there was a visible logo from a luxury rental company. The story was deleted almost immediately. Too late. Screenshots were already spreading across online forums. And suddenly, the internet did what it does best. It started connecting dots. Users compared influencer photos side by side. The same villas, the same interiors, the same office spaces. Sometimes, even the exact same stacks of money arranged in identical ways. But one mistake changed everything. A financial journalist received leaked documents from a former employee at a luxury content agency. Inside were contracts, price lists, client records, and detailed descriptions of services. Private jet arrival simulation, VIP convoy package, luxury investor image creation. The system people once suspected suddenly had evidence behind it. After the article went public, panic spread quickly. Some influencers deleted their accounts overnight. Others blamed haters and cancel culture. But the investigation had already moved beyond social media. Financial regulators started reviewing sponsorship deals. Tax agencies investigated undeclared income. Crypto exchanges received requests regarding suspicious transactions. And that's when the worst part surfaced. Some influencers weren't just faking wealth. They were promoting schemes that left thousands of people financially destroyed. Some victims lost savings. Others took out loans to join exclusive investment opportunities. Private Telegram groups became especially aggressive. They promised insider information, elite signals, guaranteed returns. In reality, the money often vanished. But the real issue ran deeper, because the entire system wasn't powered by technology. It was powered by psychology, the desire to get rich fast, the desire to look successful, the desire to believe someone else had already discovered the shortcut. And that's what made the operation so powerful, until it finally started cracking. February 2025, Dubai, 7:40 a.m. Several unmarked vehicles pull into a luxury residential tower in Dubai Marina. The operation lasts less than 12 minutes. When authorities force open the penthouse door, they find multiple people inside. But that's not what grabs their attention. On the tables are dozens of phones, cold crypto wallets, laptops, contracts. Investigators later described the apartment as one of the central hubs of the entire operation. Part content factory, part marketing center, part financial command post. What they found inside looked almost absurd. Fake luxury documents, forged bank statements, scripts for motivational videos, even detailed instructions teaching influencers how to answer followers asking about real income sources. But it got worse. Digital forensic analysis uncovered links to companies across multiple countries: Estonia, the UK, Singapore, Cyprus, the UAE. The system was far larger than anyone expected. Some participants handled content creation, others managed ad traffic, others specialized in crypto transfers and offshore finance. And the deeper the investigation went, the more obvious it became. Social media had created the perfect environment for a new type of fraud. No weapons required, no fake passports, no violent crimes, just an image, a camera, and public trust. The most disturbing part? Many of the people involved didn't even consider themselves criminals. They called it marketing, personal branding, lifestyle production, as if everything happening was simply aggressive advertising. But investigators saw something different, because behind the luxury videos were real victims. People who lost savings, families trapped in debt, followers manipulated by artificially manufactured success. Then came the final blow. One major insider agreed to cooperate with authorities, and suddenly the entire mechanism became visible. Many influencers weren't even building their own personas. Agencies were designing them from scratch. The crypto millionaire, the mysterious investor, the self-made entrepreneur. Each character was tested against algorithms, every emotional reaction measured. Even the level of luxury was carefully calibrated. Too rich looked fake, too modest didn't sell the dream. And at that point, the story stopped being about influencers. It became a story about how the internet learned to mass-produce trust itself. After the raids, some companies disappeared almost overnight. Websites went offline. Telegram groups vanished. Luxury agencies shut down without explanation. But the system didn't die, it evolved. Today, fake luxury is more accessible than ever. Technology has made illusion cheaper, faster, and far more convincing. Now you don't even need a real penthouse. AI can generate one. You don't need a supercar, just the right edit. And while old schemes collapse, new ones continue appearing. New faces, new platforms, new promises, but always the same foundation: selling the dream. Because the internet changed the meaning of status itself. Years ago, wealth had to be real. Now it only has to look real, even if it exists for 15 rented minutes. And the most unsettling part? A lot of viewers already know some of it is fake, but they keep watching anyway. Because social media stopped selling reality a long time ago. Now it sells hope. Hope for fast money. Hope for a glamorous life. Hope for a shortcut to success. And as long as people continue chasing that dream, there will always be someone ready to build the illusion for them. Even if behind the cameras there's debt, fraud, and empty bank accounts.